The Income over Feed Supplement Cost tool, or IOFSC for short, is used to maximize economic returns on supplemental or purchased feeds in the dairy ration. We all know how volatile milk and feed prices have been in recent times, and these rapid price swings make it difficult to consistently maintain profitable margins. In a broad sense, the IOFSC utilizes a customizable format and allows us to explore the influence of different feedstuffs as we optimize the balance of energy and protein in the dairy ration. At the same time, we can see how these changes will affect milk production and our profitability. The program is divided into 10 sections. Sections 1 through 5 provide a series of inputs, which are all highlighted in yellow, to enter your own information and tailor this program to your specific needs. The cells highlighted in blue show calculated results of each optimized parameter. Once the optimization is completed for your current ration, Section 7 gives you the opportunity to explore some changes. You may want to look at different energy or protein sources for your dairy herd, and you can get an idea of how these feedstuffs will affect milk production and your bottom line. Throughout the program, you'll notice a few icons that say "Print this page." You can simply click on any one of these, and the results up to that point will be printed. Now, to give you an example of how this tool works, I'm going to fill in a few of the inputs, we'll run an optimization, and then we'll find out what happens when I substitute an energy source for my lactation ration. I'll start by entering the current milk production and average days in milk for the group I want to evaluate. In Section 2, we need to select the proper forages and set the proportion of each in the diet. In Sections 3 and 4, we need to define both the current prices and amounts of each ingredient in the diet. The information for my energy source has already been entered, but I do need to add another protein source. You'll notice for each ingredient we list, we need to supply an upper limit. This gives the program some constraints to work within and ensures that our results will be practical. I'm going to set the upper limit for distiller's grains at 9 pounds. Finally, I'll change the milk price to $15.30 per hundredweight. And now we're ready to perform the optimization and maximize the income over feed supplement costs for our inputs. We can do this by simply clicking the blue button. I can go back up through the inputs I've entered and look at the cells highlighted in blue. The program determines the optimal levels of each ingredient in the diet that will maximize my return. At this point, we have the option to perform a substitution analysis and evaluate changes in purchased feeds. As an example, let's say I've been having discussions with my nutritionist as to whether I should transition into using corn gluten feed and less high moisture shelled corn in the diet. I can evaluate this decision by simply selecting the appropriate feeds from the drop-down menus and defining an upper and lower price limit. Corn gluten feed is currently at $125 per ton, so to make it easy, I'll set my limits at 20% above and below that level, which translates to a spread of $100 to $150 per ton. And since corn gluten feed is a protein source, we need to select the correct box. And now I'm ready to see what happens when I substitute corn gluten feed for high moisture shelled corn in the diet. I can simply click the red button, and then as I scroll down, there are a few graphs to analyze. The first one plots milk production and the income over feed supplement cost against crude protein, and this is useful in determining the target crude protein level. In this case, we can see both milk production and the income over feed supplement cost plateau right around 17.7%. This tells me that providing crude protein above this level will not be cost effective and will not produce desirable results. The table in section 9 uses the upper and lower limits I defined for corn gluten feed and indicates how market conditions will affect my income over feed supplement cost. Here, the graph shows that it makes sense to lower dietary crude protein levels when the price of corn gluten feed is more expensive. The last table provides a summary of the results generated from the substitution analysis. We can monitor changes in energy and protein supplied in the diet and see how they will affect milk production and the income over feed supplement cost. If you would like more information on this tool, please visit the UW Dairy Management website for a detailed user guide and free download.